Alright, boys and girls. 4:31 on the 5th day of September p.m. Threatening skies, light rain on and off, thunder in a distance. I'm going to sit right here. If it starts storming, I'll get in a truck and go to the house. I got this old archoscope. On that TV rifle right there with that HM2 barrel. I shot this gun a few times the other day. It's 61 yards. It shoots pretty good, boys. Let's see what we get into here. Overcast sky, the temperature lower. They may show up a little earlier. Maybe more of them. There's a lot of nuts right in here, boys. Alright, boys. Squirrel one on the ground. Boy, you talking about a high IQ gray squirrel. I seen him at 448. He come up that big old ash tree and he went down. I never did see him leave. He's still here. He showed he was right there the whole time. He knows something wasn't right. He wasn't gonna jump that hickory tree. The hickory tree's over there. He's studying it right good. It's probably an old squirrel. Looks like a sizable gray squirrel. I can tell you right now, I busted his head too. That's a pretty good shot down there too, boys. He wasn't up here too close. Boys, we got some more action down here. At least two. They didn't go in that hickory though. They're down there pretty below rush shot. That squirrel. I hear them down there growling at one another. 5:32. Maybe their bellies will get that hurt enough. They'll go in that hickory. I'll give them a little medicine. You stay up there and just shake them down there. Just give them a little bit. See how little shake up there, move. That's where they're at. Ain't shot nothing else yet, boys and girls. Now, what these squirrels are doing in the afternoon, they don't do this so much in the morning. For you beginner squirrel hunters, you sit close to a food tree in the afternoon, what you're going to see is the squirrels will strafe the tree. What I mean by that is they'll come in from they may go through it, or they may come 25, 30 yards from it. That's what these squirrels are doing here. They're strafing around this tree right here. Okay? Now, here's another good rule of thumb. Now, I know this definitely applies hunting them when they're eating hickory. If you go in the afternoon to a spot and you see 3 squirrels, you don't get no shots. If you go back next morning, you could probably multiply that by 3, maybe 4, for sure 2 generally. Alright? Now, it's not that the other squirrels aren't there in the afternoon. It's that they're doing what these squirrels here are doing. They're strafing this tree. And they're real, they're not just going to run and jump in that hickory and go to eat in the mornings. Now, they're more liable to do that real early. So your afternoon hunting, you can do multiplication of 2, 3. Sometimes I've seen it as high as 4, okay? So if you see 10 squirrels in an area in the morning, you can go back that evening, you might see 3, you probably won't see over 4 or 5. You won't see half generally, okay? Now, that doesn't apply to when it's raining in the afternoon. After a rain, you might see more in them, or as many as you've seen in the morning, okay? I've got one that went in over there on the left. I ain't seen him in a while. I've got one over here, went up real high below that ash tree where I killed that other squirrel. I ain't seen him. They're here though. They might be waiting for it to get a little later. They might not like my truck parked here. You know, there's something they could make that would help a squirrel hunter with leaves on. I've got one of those coyote calls, you know, remote. Now just imagine if I walked up under the hickory tree right yonder and I could hang that speaker up where that squirrels are cutting that nut. Every now and then there's a limb swish. You turn it on, just the volume. There was a squirrel cutting in that tree up there right now. That noise might bring some more in there, see? Sometimes that's bad about shooting the first squirrel in a tree that's eaten, you know. You might be killing the bait. But they ought to make one of them. Even for that coyote call I got, you know. A person could use that, it would help them, especially doing this controlled hunt like this right here. It's something to think about. Alright, boys, I'm calling it quits, but I've got to go off this old steep bank here. Squirrel. Man, right down in there. It's steep right there. There you go, boys. It's like in one eye out the other. Oh, it made a mess on the other side. You know, this old boy, I only just killed a big old rattler up here about 5-6 years ago. All them scaly bark hickories right there. That rattlesnake's living on gray squirrels. I know what he was. He like to got bit by him. He's legally blind. And he had his car running, picking up a gas can. He barely could hear it rattle.